Another field which we have it on the list for the jobs is a job posted. It's a data type. So let's go to Salesforce and create a new field label, and automatically field name will be populated, and whether it's a required field or all these options which you can choose it and keep moving. And here next, save. It also save with the template. Okay, now it's already available. Job posted _ C also came here. Okay, because it's a custom field and date field. Let's go back, create another field called employment type, which is a full-time, part-time pick list. So you go here. What type of field it is? Pick list field. We are going to use the values which we are going to separate here. Means here, what type of employment? Is it a full-time employee, or is it a part-time employee, or intern employee, internship we are going to give it, or intern or contractor? Contractors are like who are like monthly paid. Okay, you want these values to be shown in alphabetically, or it's like first value, default value. It's based on the requirement. Okay, most of the times it is like alphabetically will not be accepted, because many of the users will be using only full time. Most of the requirements are full time. Then you don't need to make it alpha, sorting order as such, or you prefer to go with the default value as the first one. Okay, so keep going. This is access, this allocation, assigning to page layout, and also you can see the field. Okay, and let's go quickly, because there are many fields are there. We have to complete a lot. Other than this fields information, we have plenty things to be done. The job description is a text field. But the text or text area?
No, anything is fine, but see, a text and text area, only the difference is a character's length, right? So this is what it is. If you have a selected text, so that takes only 255 characters.
Text and text area is up to only 255 characters. Yes. Text area long is 131,000.
Yes.
22 characters.
This is the characters difference, but it accepts alphanumeric characters, means numbers and letters. But only the limitation is only that 255 characters. And in the text and text area, the difference, right? Both accepts text only and up to 255. But the difference is in the text, you can enter only in one line. But in the text area, you can enter a character in the multiple lines. One line, enter, second line, enter, third line, right? But all together, it should have only up to 255 characters. Only that is the difference.
Text area is talks about your images, links, and you can bold couple of lines and everything. That's a feature with a rich, more of like a rich. You have a win word is right, like that it looked like. Encrypted is more of, we will talk about later on that. Okay, let's talk about text area, because you have multiple lines. That is also 255 characters. So here, based on the requirement, I have requirement to show 101,500 characters. Which one suited for here now? Let's pick it up one of the resource. I need to create a field which is more than 1,500. Sorry, I want up to 1,500. Will it suffice me in a text or text area or text area long? Text area long. Okay, text area long. Good. Okay. Let's move on. I put this job description. This is like length is 32,000 is a maximum you have it here, right? Okay, you can have a 1,500 is a maximum if you want to restrict. Okay, how many lines you want to show? Like here, 1, 2, 3. You want this much of size, or you want a bigger size also, you can make it. But whenever you are displaying, it's a 3. Okay, that's how the visible lines comes in picture here. Okay. And next. that also field created. Let's this one will do it little later. Let's do qualification. Qualification again, text area 1500. So we don't need to worry. Go directly. So again, text area. Let's do one thing. We'll put it one text area rich. So you find the you find the difference how it is. 1500 visible lines. Make it 3 is good to go, or 10 lines. Okay. Next. You can create the fields using the schema builder also, but most of the developers will go for using the most of the people go for a object manager rather a schema builder. You can create the schema builder also, build the fields from the schema builder as well, but prefer to use a object manager. So it is a more of a wizard. You have it easily. You can do that. Okay. Let's target hire date, create date, next. Date fields are clear, straight. Okay. Job hire date. Date field. After we are at the end of this creating the object, okay, let's talk about how we need to present this, how we can have this tab. We talked about in the, I think last week, how we can create how we can see that. And now we created this job. We go back to any application like a recruitment app or any recruitment app. Let's talk about which we created last week. We created object, but we don't see that. What we need to make it to see here? Anybody picked up? Voluntarily, we created object. We have apps, but
We
we are
need
not
to
able to see.
create a tab.
Very good. That's a good. Okay, you create a tab, then
Search for tabs and we can add over there.
okay, I'll create a tab. Same the job object. I'll select something, and next. Yeah, don't worry about this. Security, we'll talk about security later. Okay, because it's more of to whom we need to enable this new tab. Let's talk about here. And here talks about which applications should get the access to this tab. Means you have a sales application, surveys, and all this stuff. Okay, we don't want anything. We just want it only for the recruitment app. Okay. So say this. Okay. Now let's go back to your application now. Now it should come right automatically. Let's refresh. Here you go. You got the jobs. Quite simple, right? You created the fields, you created a tab, and you mapped to this new application which you created. You are able to see it. Okay. The same requirement, if you wish to do it in any on-premise application, it go for long days. Means you have to have a deployment plan, checkout plan, cutout plan, plenty of things. But here it is all small, quick clicks to get your solution be in place. That is where your cloud applications are have a more prominence now in the world as such. Okay. Let's create one record for test. Let's take Salesforce developer as a job. Hiring manager is, we have only one now. Okay, we'll create some more. Okay, what is the status is currently it's a new position being opened and posted today. And is it a full-time or contract? You can write it. See, you have seen this difference. Text area long, text area rich. This is how it look like. Okay, I'll put it. You can write it some more lines. Okay. This is a text area difference. If it is text area, you can write it multiple lines. If it is a text, it's a single line. I don't have anything. Okay, this is a text. You have only one single line. If you click enter, it doesn't work. And just pressing enter, it doesn't work. Okay, there's a text. This is a text area. This is a text area rich. I want to put the same content here. Okay, make a bold. I cannot make bold here in the text area. Satya, mute yourself, Satya, whenever you are not using it. Okay, you can bold it. You want to color, you can't color it. You can do anything. You want to link it with the other object. It's more of text area. How you use Word document is the same. Pretty much you can use that lines. And the target hire date is, we are saying that the person should be, available by the 4th February. And hire date, we cannot do it because that has to, we'll put some conditions saying that, okay. Now it's the open status, just we created. We are not hired the resource. Once we hire it, complete it, then we'll have the job hire date will be populated by the hiring manager. Okay. Any questions here on the process wise? Process wise,
I have a doubt, like while we are entering the pick list, initially you pasted like using commas. So if we continue using like that, like the commas will reflect it as a one value, or like without using enter, like full time open.
No, if you use comma, right, and after full time, you will see the comma.
Okay, and
Comma
then
is a value. It is not an enter.
okay, then the value will continue as a single value.
No. It will just see however you enter, right? If you enter full time comma, next value comma. So that comma will appear just besides of the value.
Okay,
Contractor comma.
if we didn't use enter, also it's fine. It will reflect as a different
No, if
values.
you do not use enter, right? So what will happen is it will just show you entire text. Just go to pick list, right, Srijay? Just enter it. It will show entire text.
Okay.
It will not
As
show
a single value.
Single.
As a single value, it shows.
Yes, single.
Okay, fine.
Any more? Okay, it's a detailed view of the, you call it, this is a list views, and this is going to be detailed page layout. List page layout and a detailed page layout, where you can see the job. And we have also associated, when you are creating the object, we have selected activity to be part of this. And we also selected as a notes and attachments to be part of it. So if you want to attach anything like a job description, any other comments we want to put it, you can have that. Okay, this is all you can do that. Okay, now let's talk about the Google search. Okay, now whenever you do Google search, Google, and when you search Salesforce developer, okay, now the condition is putting like this, right? It's quite big. More of I'm talking about Google search. How you can make a formula field here. You have to make a one formula field which will do the Google search. When I create a new job, and I should have a one formula field where I just click on that, it should navigate to the Salesforce Google search as such. So let's do one small calculated field. Or for a simplifying process, we'll do one thing. So can we make it like age of this request, age of job request as such,
Yep.
based on the job, position created date.
Yep.
Okay, let's make it that. Job position. and it is more of days, number of days, right? Can we make it number of days or it is?
Number of days, for example.
Okay. Okay. Make a formula field. Formula field is more of what I'm talking about here is like when you create a job, you have a job posted date is there, right? When the job posted date, from the job posted date, consider it is posted on, it's posted on 1st February and we are on the 25th of February. Okay, target date is when we posted, we are saying that so 28th February has to be target date and we are at the 25th day. So we have to give information to hiring manager saying that is already 24 days already passed through. Okay, you have already passed on 24 days. So expedite these things faster so that he will be get okay. Already it's been 24 days. I have to expedite. I have to make our things faster and get the resource onboarded. That's what we are trying to make it one formula field. Formula field or nothing but to display in a readable format, will be always on the readable format, and which is a calculated value, which will have always a calculated value, whether it is more of like a text, you can merge it, or whether it is calculating based on the dates or based on the numbers, any stuff which is like automatically system has to do behind the scenes and come up with some value and display it. Okay, let's do one small example here. So they can you help me in that?
Yeah, you can just go to advanced formula, click on that. Yeah, here insert field. What field you want to minus?
Job posted date.
Yeah. Posted date. And
today minus job posted date.
yeah, so you just click today, right? So right hand side there are functions. Okay, you can search from there. What is today function?
Date. Is it date or?
Come down today. Come down. Down. See today.
Today minus
Minus.
job. Will it work or you want a conversion of number or anything?
No, it works.
Okay.
Both
good.
are dates, right?
Okay. Now no syntax error. You guys got it right. New field we are created and we are making a condition here saying that what is the today minus job posted date. Consider you have what 25 minus 1 equals to 24. We want to show that to 24 as a number to the hiring manager saying that you already passed through on 24 days is job posted. Okay. Next. Save. Let's go back here. So then we'll make it this page layout into 2-line page layout. So
yes, yes, you can do that. So maximum in the page layout, right? In Salesforce, only 2-column page layout. But if you want to have a more, and that is a custom UI development, which we can learn going forward.
Sorry. So we were saying that job name and all this stuff need to be posted here information and he can able to see that. Okay. Let's make it this also here. Save the record. This is a page layout. You can just modify as you wish. You know, you can change the fields how you want it, have it. And in this page layout, you have a related list, whether you want to show the activities or you don't want to show the activities. If you say that I don't want to show the activities, you have seen that activities right here. You don't want to show that, you can remove that also here. Okay. And activity history, you don't want it, keep it. Okay. Save the record. Once you save it, go back here, Control R, just refresh it. I don't know why activities are still showing out, but page layout been changed. Might have seen now the job name, age of job is just we created today and it is showing here, right? Let's go back. Job posted date, right? Let's take it as a 1st of January. So 1st of January. Now, automatically the calculation age of job is 23 days. You guys able to see the difference? Let me take out this. This looks so odd. Same. Now you are able to see the entire data here. If I post the job posted date, I change it to consider December 1st. Save. Now I see the 54 days passed. Okay, the job request raised. Okay, the target is the 2nd of, sorry, 4th of February. Okay, 4th of February we have chosen. Okay, so these all a formula field, you can do that. Even if you want to make merge, you can do that. And also we are thinking of the Google search, we can do that. Okay, create one new field. Make a Google search, formula field, next. And next. And run formula. Let's do this. Is the text. Text we need to have a single quote, so Satya.
Yeah, so single quotes.
Plus operator, insert a field. What we want to have it, search on the job name. Insert. Check the syntax. All good. This green is a green for us. If there is any issues, that it always gives you a throws error message. Save this. So job search also here associated. Google search. Let's go back, refresh. Okay. Now, where's the Google? Okay, no problem. If you don't find the data here, okay, the best way is go back to your page layout and see whether this has been associated or not. Or sometimes it may take a little while, about a minute or two. Be patient. Save it. Go here, refresh. Control R. Control R is one of the refresh again. You can do that.
Okay, is it not visible?
No.
Visible, not visible.
It's not visible.
No. Okay, so formula field, right? If it is a link, what you can do is there is a function, right? Right hand side. So use the hyperlink function. Use hyperlink function.
The field, or you were talking about?
In the formula. In
Okay.
the formula. But you can still use URL field, right? Field data type.
Okay.
With the formula, you can use it, but you have to define as a hyperlink function.
Data type is going to be, it's like pickle scheme.
No, that's okay. Just go to edit. Yeah, here you can just see hyperlink function, right? Right hand side. You can take the hyperlink. So it will just show you the syntax.
Okay.
That's, and within the hyperlink, you can just use that.
Okay. URL and friendly name, all this stuff need to be populated, or friendly name to be given. Target is not required.
Your target is within new window, right? You can use underscore blank. That's a target. Whether you want to open it in a new window, whether you want to open it in same, right? So that's a target.
Underscore, we have to put it here, right?
Yes, underscore blank. Remove that brackets.
Remove the brackets. but it's not option. It's optional actually. So save this. It's thrown error. Throwing
Oh,
error,
but
syntax error.
no, remove that to Google, right? What is that Google?
It says that what is a friendly name?
That's application.
Let me just check syntax. Again, thrown error. Hyperlink is, I don't know why it's hyper is. Okay. Or if I don't put anything, message expected to unreceived 1. Good. It's more of like a 2 parameters. See, simple is you have a hyperlink. When you select this, it says that you need to pass the URL. What is the URL? Some name we need to give it. Along with that, you have an optional field called target. If you have a target object also, you can put it. Otherwise, you can just put it this. Let's try this.
Is it added to the page layout, that field, formula field?
Yeah, it is added, but somehow it is missing here. Not a worry. Let's talk about this. Not to worry. We'll see it out and come back. What might be an issue as such, but usually it should display. Okay, unless there is an issue as such. Let's go to the page layouts.
Yeah, in the page layout, just verify Google search.
It is here.
Okay, can you just type, just go to once again. Yeah.
Save.
Just do a control R, full refresh.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it
Now
came
it
here.
is.
Now it's a Salesforce developer. You click on that, go and search on its own. Let's change this and try it out. Click on this, Salesforce architect. Save, and let's Google. Search is enabled for Salesforce architect. Okay, so your formula field is now merged with your Google search, Google along with your what you are doing the search, so that will help the hiring manager to search quickly and get the data. Okay. Otherwise, you can put it like recruitment. Save. So your Google search also will have the Salesforce architect recruitment over here, and you can see. Okay, very simple is you merge the string with the URL and putting as a formula field. You cannot edit this field. You can edit the source fields, which are the fields that are helping you to make this formula field as such. And here also age of job request also, the source field is your job posted, which is like if you keep changing the numbers, you keep updating the numbers as such. And so if I put it December, make it January 1st, save. And January to till date is 23 days already passed. Age of this job request is 23 days. Any questions till now, guys? Any questions? No questions?
Syntax errors won't show like in particularly like what is exactly error.
It will show.
Okay.
If you just go there, right, we have seen the syntax error. So instead of 2 arguments, right, we have given 1 argument.
Yes.
Just remove that to Google. That's a user-friendly name. What you want it to show. See, come down. See, here it shows in the no error message. See, incorrect number of parameters for the function hyperlink. Expected to receive 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Repeat.
We have
Sri
also
Sri.
target. What is target?
Yeah, target is basically, to open it in a new window or to open it in the same window. Right? New window and
Yes, yes, yes.
same window. So
Yes.
same window is a self, right? And if it is a blank, it will just open it in the new window.
Okay.
Satya, we have set the job name as a target, right? So could you please just show me how did you set the in the formula?
Okay. So come down to the formula. Yeah. So here the hyperlink is the two arguments. One is the URL and the second is a user-friendly name. We have concatenated plus name. That is only one argument from the first quote, right? Quote started HTTPS. Before HTTPS till end of name is the one argument before the comma. So we are passing name value to the URL. HTTPS google.com search query parameter with for the query parameter we are passing our name field value. In the name field, right, job name we are entering solution architect and recruitment and those stuff. So that stuff dynamically will be passed. That's a field. Any name is a field. If you want to pass it, pass other field, you can still use it with the plus icon, right? You can concatenate it. And next is other parameter, that is a user friendly name. So whatever name that you give here, right, will be shown on the page layout. You have given Google search, it will show you on the Google search. It will not show you entire URL. It will show you user friendly name. And one more parameter that's optional, whether it is a self, whether it is a blank. Target is a blank, right? So these are the parameters. Currently, we are having two parameters. Two parameters are mandatory. One is a URL. For the URL, we have concatenated name, and the next is a user-friendly name.
So
Is this a case sensitive?
No, it is not a case sensitive, right? Field name, it is an API name. See, field name, always we have to give our API names. API names, however, it is there, right? So that API name we have to give it. It is not a case sensitive. You can just write it a small name, yes, and save it and go to the Google search. It will take you. But the field API name should match. See. Okay. It is not a case sensitive, but API name should match. Clear?
But don't try to add the field names. Rather, I would recommend use this advanced formula. So you can use the insert field, insert operators, insert functions. Predominantly use this. If you try to manually do it, there might be some problems will come, and you may not get to know what is the issue. Also, it's always preferred use it like a hyperlink. You might be know the syntax. What is for a hyperlink? Still, we recommend to use this whatever you have it here. You have different categories also. You have a date file, date-wise, and you have logical, and you have a math-wise. You have a text concatenations, and you can find the string and put it images if you wish. All this stuff you can use the respect to available operators, advanced formula, what do you call tool help passage. Okay. Any questions before we jump on to other things? I expect some more questions, guys, quickly.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, this is Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine.
So can you repeat the formula?
Okay, no worries. What is your understanding on formula first? I'll repeat it for not a problem, but I just want to understand what is your understanding of the formula field.
No, actually, formula means I know the normal Excel which we are using for the averages and to find.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're right on the track. Let's talk about Excel sheet. Okay. I think that is the best way of conveying you what is a formula. Okay. Let me put it here. Okay. You put it 10 number. You put it 4. Okay. Let me put it here. 11, 5. You put it here. I want to know the difference of these numbers, right? What you do, you put it a formula like this. This is a formula field, this is a formula value, and these are all the static values. Okay.
Yes.
So if you pull it here, you're able to see. You can make it like a 6 or 7 or 10 or whatever you call it. Okay,
Yeah.
some numbers you can mark it, but it will come like this. Okay. This value always derived from the values of your source fields. Right. Okay, so the same thing, this is the same thing what we are doing in the Salesforce. Saying that we are creating a new field called the job age of job request, and saying that this field value, what we are seeing it so far, okay, this has to come from the different fields. We are seeing the different columns data, right? We are
Yes.
saying that today is what? Today is the 25th, and
Yes.
posted on the 1st of January. So I want to show how many days been already passed for this request.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm making it today minus job posted date is a field. Sorry. This field, you may ask like why this field is looking like this. Don't worry, this is called the API field, which is being used by developer and which will not be shown on the UI front. So our recommendation is to use the insert field. You click on the insert field. If you're saying that, okay, I want to know the difference between the created date, not on the job posted date. I say this. Okay.
Okay.
This. This. And I can say that save.
Okay.
That parameter expected number date. Okay, because that created date will have the date and time, right? So you need to convert this created date into a date and do that stuff. Otherwise,
Okay.
today to due date, you go ahead and use whether it is a hire date or whether it is a what do you call job posted date.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Good. The same way that another field, formula field which we created is a Google search. Whenever I create a new job as an hiring manager, I'm giving another feature saying that, okay, I go ahead and create one more job, create a new job, saying that Salesforce consultant. Okay.
Okay.
And I put a hiring manager and all this stuff which are not required. Wherever the field is required, you can see one small star over there, red one, asterisk.
Yes.
Okay, that is required field. Remaining all fields are not required. Okay.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
don't pass the information for your formula fields.
Okay.
The reason is formula field has to automatically calculate on its own and present it back, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it like open status. All the job new row positions are open status. I put it, this is posted on the 10th of January and full-time job. Hire date, I say that it has to complete it by 28th of February. Sorry, job hire date, yes. Not job hire date, target hire date. Okay, job hire date is actually when we hired the consultant. Okay.
Okay.
Save this record. Now, we have not given the age of job, right? Did we give it? No, right?
No.
And Google search
Yes.
also we have not given it, but let's do this. We'll say this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can say, okay, I want to have a search recruitment also. Or job positions open or something like that. You want to merge it, the strings, you can merge it as you wish. Okay. It's more of like how you play around the formula field. Okay.
Okay.
Any more questions? If no questions, let's quickly move on to other objects as well. We have plenty to do. Or do you think that we will do it? I'll share this document. I'm not sure. Yesterday, I think I have shared little late. Okay. All right. I think you got this document, right, guys?
No, Srijay.
You haven't received it. Shiva? Shiva is here. Shiva?
Have we received, sir?
But who has not received it? Sanjeev, you haven't received it, or who has not received
Yeah, I haven't received it, so I'll just check with this.
it? Okay, please ensure that Shiva, he is part of that group, whatever the group
Yeah,
communication.
actually, yes, sorry, like I just speaking mute. So yeah, okay, I will. Guys, actually, the document is posted in the group. You can check once. Hello. Hello, Srijay.
Shiva, I'm not sure which group you are talking about. I don't see the document.
Yeah, Sanjeev, like I will say to Ramakant to post in another group also. Yeah, you will get by today.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So now, so far, please coordinate if you don't receive the document. If by chance post lunch around 3 o'clock, please please ping this guy. Who's that? Our Shiva or Ramakant. Either of them will provide you. Okay. So we have completed the job. The same way we are going to create for candidate. Also, we see that pick list values, text, number. Number is more of like it's a simple number, right? Okay. And lookup, pick list value. And there is a multi pick list also we have to introduce. I want to see what do you think, Satya? One field for multi select pick list?
No, industries, right? You can select industry. Like a job is posting, right? You have a multiple functions within the department.
Okay.
Is it a job for the multiple functions or one function? Just create one so that they can see.
Okay. Let's select like okay, IT department
And
or
HR.
sales team, or it's a recruitment team level. We are looking for resource, or okay, let's take it only 3. Let's not complicate ourselves.
If a job is posted, you can just select multiple functions.
Finance
How can
team
you select?
or facilities team, like you can say that which department it is. Not industry, right? We are talking about department. Which
Function,
department has this?
yeah, department.
Which department has the requirement? Which department has the requirement? Is it the same position? We can have a requirement from multiple teams, right? That's also possible. So let's do this. Create a new field. Okay, now one of you guys help me out. What I have to do, create a field quickly. One of you volunteer yourself and do it. What I have to do for creating a new field? Or you want me to choose one person from our list? Okay,
Just
let me
click on new and
no, Sanjeev, you always talk, Sanjeev. I appreciate that. Let me pull the Chinmay.
Sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that your volunteership. Let me pull Chinmay. Chinmay. Okay, I think she is. Gautami. Okay. What happened, guys? So you have unmute. You have to do unmute and start talking. It's going to be interactive. It is not like passively. It's mode. Not mode is a speech. Okay, let me pull Harshini. So many girls, sir.
Probably my name is not updated correctly.
Yeah, Arshini, go ahead.
Sorry, who's that guy?
My name is Praveen. Actually, my daughter name is Chinmay. I'm actually using hers.
Okay.
No, it is
Nice.
sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
New.
Okay. New, very good.
Yeah, and it should be as pick list.
Pick list or multi-select pick list?
Multi-select pick list.
Very good.
And next one, don't see that.
Click on this.
One moment, I'm not able to see. Yeah, department and coming down. Enter values. Yes, and that we have to enter those values. IT. Yeah, enter financial. Yes.
What is I feature? 1 second. I also forgot recruitment team.
Recruitment.
Okay. Okay, let's make it simple. It's a multi-select pick list. So you want 3 people, 3 records should be shown or 2 records should be shown at once. That is all display. Let's make it 3 is simple. Okay. And the field name is department. Save. Next. Very good. Next. What is the importance of here, Praveen? Why we need to have it? I did not talk about that much on this, but what is the importance of here?
Can you go on top once?
It's like
Securities.
Security.
Who all should be
access
able to access this particular field?
Absolutely. Very good, Vice. At least.
Permissions.
Yes. Giving a
Public will
permission.
appear as gray out for certain level, and
Mhm.
a certain level would be able to select that particular
Mhm.
field.
Very good. What about this?
At page layouts.
Very good. Whether you want to map it to page layout or you just want to store it into the Salesforce. This is like some of the times you don't present it on the UI level, but you'll do the calculation behind the scenes.
Yes.
Right? For only reports you want to get it, or you want to transmit the data to some other system. Like might have seen it many of the times. Our CVV is a star. Encrypted format will be shown. Okay, which will not present like you would not show that, but it will be stored in a backend. Save. Okay, what we need to do if we need to see this field onto the UI? The next step.
page layout.
Page layout. Already page layout we have selected automatically. It will be associated. Go here. Okay, you can click refresh. If you are unlucky or not able to see, don't worry. Be patient and click Control R. So Control R is more of refresh the entire page. Okay, let's see if it is got the value. Department, we got it. So we are lucky for the day. But if it is not, then you can do Control R. Got understand, right? Just refresh on it. Now edit. Now we selected 3 values, right? So it always will show only 3. Okay, I can select this. Earlier, all the pick list only one value I can choose at once, right? I cannot choose multiple values. Here we have selected as multi-pick list. I say that this requirement is for IT department and recruitment team. Okay, say that save. So it will populate the values with a semicolon here in the database. And when it is representing again back to us is the values which are available, which is being chosen by user. That's how the presentation of this. You can back, but you cannot completely take off, because if it is required field, you cannot take off all the values. You try to understand this. If you make department as a required field, there is a must be one value at least should be associated. But no, this field is not required. So you can choose all the values, or you can remove all the values also. Okay, save. So far, we completed the fields creation, and we created a formula field, text area, rich text area, rich. Okay. Pick list. Any questions here before we jump off to other object quickly? Okay. You want to help me out on this quickly? We'll create another 10 minutes or there. No problem. You guys want to quickly create it? Candidate object.
Okay.
What I have to do for this candidate new object is, see, what is your architect say that, okay, I want this object to be created with this field set. You just give a requirement and leave. And he'll come back and say that, okay, you take 30 minutes and come back. I want these values to be shown, and I want it in the 2-line values. And he put that, okay, I want the formula field. This is a requirement. He'll give you in the morning of the day. And what you need to do? Quickly, guys, one of you.
First, we need to create the object.
Yeah,
The
very
name
good.
of candidate.
We can go to object manager and we can create a new object.
Very good. Create new object.
Object
Candidate.
name.
Okay, that's a plural. You want it.
Your
Candidate.
label.
Okay, and we'll put it as a candidate name. Is it required? Is it? You can say that. Okay, which is a required field here is candidate name.
Candidate name.
Okay, so automatically there is a name came, but if you want to say some other name, you can put it. But one field is required, right? Which we discussed.
Yes.
So you want the reports. These are all the things you may get the requirement, or if you are not getting the requirement, the first job is what you have to do. You have to ask them saying that you want me to enable this object for the reports. You have to ask the question, you want the reports or you want the activities to be associated? You want the attachments notes to be associated with this object? This is the question. It has to go back from you before you just blindly try to create a record and accept the work. Okay, you got my point? So you have to ask, okay, whether you want the activities to be associated, you want any fields to be tracked, okay, you want this to be available in charter, or you want any sharing rules to be applicable. All these questions you have to have it in mind when you got the requirement, okay? And you want to enable the search, adding the notes and attachments, okay? These questions has to go back from your end, okay, not from the tech lead. Tech lead, he will give you this document and he thinks that everything done. Not like every end of the day, oh, you did not give me the notes. No, you should not do that. Proactively, you have to ask after 30 minutes or 1 hour, Mr. Lead, I feel that, you have given me the requirement. This is my understanding on the requirement. But I feel that there's another set of questions I want to understand from you, whether you want this object to be created along with the notes and attachments. You want this object to be available on the reports. This set of questions you have to ask back the lead or business analyst or product owner or project manager. Go back and say that. Rather you wait till end of the day. Hey, like a Tipu, hey Tipu, have you created object which I asked you to do in the morning? No, sir, you asked me to do that, but I don't see that these are all the requirements are not there. No, don't do that. Okay. This proactiveness should be there in you. Okay.
Okay.
Just giving you some tips. Okay. Whenever we create object, why Tipu, there are many fields which we did not create it. How this Tipu came with these values?
Those are the
Sorry,
default values which
your
are
name
created.
as a Tipu only, but correct.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. System
Those
fields.
are the default values created by the Salesforce, as it's a mandatory for the owner and the last qualified and created by.
Very good. Very good. You picked up the things faster. Education. Let's create a new field. It's a pick list field. If you are done,
Yes,
ask
sir.
someone pull it up. Somebody else to jump in immediately. Someone volunteer, please. No volunteer other than Tipu. We all know this, right? We'll do it
Yes, sir.
faster. This is a schema builder also. Let me try it. I did not do it for a long time now. Try this. Same work, you can do it with the schema builder. Go here. This is a custom object which we created, right? Go for the custom object. You can see the custom object, like let's select a candidate object. Okay. Clear all object, clear all. Go for custom object, select the candidate. Okay. This object level if you want to do any changes, and elements. And if you want to create a new field, what is that field? Which we created, education already created. Let's say that current role. What is his current role? Let's create a new text field, right? Let's pull one text field. This text field here, pull it here, and it will ask you field label, field name, length of this, and say that some 200 characters. And is it required field, unique, external ID, all this stuff? Don't need to do that. Save this value. This makes simple, right? Don't you?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do one more field. My concern is I do not do it for long, so I just need to see number field. Let's take this number field, pull it here, push it. Length is 0, decimal values. We are going to give only years or years and months. Okay, let's took it 2. Means like maximum, okay, 18 characters, 18 number fields. Out of that, 2 precision. Means like dot like 8 years, 2 months, or 2 years, 3 months, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, like that you can make it. Save. Okay. Sum of length characters. Okay. That is that. Okay. Let's make it maximum. How many numbers will be there? 4, right? Okay. Now let's go back here. Okay, we created 4 fields. All right. Let's go here and see the object called candidate. We created 4 fields, right? And we need to check it out whether there's 4 fields created, 2 fields we created from the schema builder, 2 fields we created from
Object manager.
very good. Now if you go by here, you see only 2 fields which are created from the object manager, but not schema owner. So if these are not available, what you need to do? Go here and pull this data. If you make it through object manager, it automatically populates. You don't need to worry about that. That's where many of the people prefer to go with the object manager. Of course, it may take a little while, but it's always so better. Saying that
last step it is showing actually to add to the page layout.
Sorry.
Object manager, like while we are using the wizard, the last page is the page layout. There it is adding.
Absolutely, you're right on it. Okay. So here we were through schema builder, you can create the fields, but automatically it will not be shown on the page layout. For page layouts, again, you have to come back to the page layouts and map it, right? That is the reason many of the people prefer to go with this object manager. And one more advantage with the object manager is the permission. You're giving the permission to which are all the users should be shown, right? Which are all the users to see that field, or it's called profile, we call it, like users and profiles will match it. We talk about users, profiles, permission set, roles, security mechanism. There is a lot of things comes in picture. Who has to see what records, who has to see which screens or tabs or objects or application, that all comes in security. I don't want to merge it now to confuse you more. Okay. Now, can quickly do it, but I'm just running. We are at the nick of time. Number field. Okay. Let's not have any precision. Okay. Because that precision is not needed, because that nobody says that my salary is 2 lakhs rupees 0.58 paisa. So no precision needed, and click save. Okay, let's stop here. We have a couple of fields mapped and we have seen it on the page layout. We are seeing that page layout also fields came. Let's close here. What we need to do it, if we want to see this candidate object on the tab level, application level, sorry. I don't see it here, right? What I need to do, let me please hold your thoughts. Let me pull one person for Pratibha Reddy. Pratibha?
Yes.
Can you show me that you have created object and fields also there, page layouts also done? What I have to do it to display under the page, sorry, application?
Yeah, you can just refresh.
Not refresh, ma. Is a new object created. Is a new tab. I don't see it. What I need to do?
Yeah, you have to add a tab.
Very
like
good.
go to tab.
Tabs. Okay. Next. Next.
Choose like
Yeah, candidate.
To which users we need to display this, which we talked about just now, right? Which users should be shown that. Whenever you create it, user in the developer org, it's more of developer edition. It's more says as system administrator. Okay, should ensure that. And where this tab should be shown, only recruitment tab. Save. And anything else we need to do?
Okay,
anything
if we want to show to anyone, we can give the access.
Anything else we need to do it to display here? You need to refresh it. Okay. You got the candidates and you got the fields. Let's create one field, one record here. Candidate name is, let me take Pratibha only. Education is masters. Current CTC is some big number. Total years of experience is 2 years, 3 months. Big number, right? Let's go with this. That is very small. Current role is Salesforce developer and 2.3 years of experience. And save. Now we are able to see candidates. And we did not associate, if you remember activities, I did not add it. So that is where you don't see the activity here. In related, we have added notes. Can add her profile. Some data, I'm just adding it. Okay. So her profile also attached. Okay. Tomorrow we'll talk about the relations. We talked about the relations, right? We created object like jobs. We created objects like a candidates. Let's talk about the relations. In jobs, we created one, what do you call? User, we mapped it, right, for hiring manager. Like that, we'll map it between objects also, like one jobs, 2 candidates and all of this stuff. Tomorrow, let's do it. Let's reserve for another 2-3 minutes for our queries. Anybody have a queries? And moreover, you are a system, Salesforce administrator, right? You don't need to know which field, which layout it is. Go here, select the page, select the object, directly navigate to the object manager and feel to that object actually. Okay. Now we are on object manager candidate. We go here, jobs. I want to select the object. Click here.
So Srijay, there is only just 2 minutes we have.
Yeah, that's where I'm just saying that. Let me reserve for a couple of minutes for queries. Anybody have queries?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, in sales application, I created a account. In that, I remove a field in record.
Right.
So it's automatically removes from others accounts also.
If you remove the field, obviously.
Hello.
Yeah, it will be removed, but we have to take a very wise decision saying that when you are removing a field, already user has pushed the data saying that candidate name, you want to remove it, which is required field. You have to be very cautiously take a decision on it. Okay.
Okay.
And if you have removed it, obviously the remaining, like all the fields will be removed. If I take a job, if I want to remove it, I can't remove the system fields that you are aware, I believe, right?
Yes.
Created by ID, created by field, all this stuff, you are not allowed to do it. Consider you don't want Google search. Go here, click delete. Only the thing is you have to be very careful, like if this data is coming from other external system, or the user also should be informed saying that this field will not be available the next release onwards. Okay. Yep. Next question.
No, there is one question from who I think Pink.
Gautami.
So can you just go to the limits, Srijay? So where we can see? No. Just stay there. On the left hand side.
Okay, sorry.
Go to the object. Yeah. Gautami, your question's answer here. So there is an object limits. Click on that. So this is the governor limits, right? So how many fields you can have? So go to the custom fields. So up to 500 you can have it. You have used only 11. So more than that, you have to request a Salesforce. Is that answered, Gautami? Okay.
I think she doesn't want to talk. I don't know why. Gautami, want to hear you and don't think that. Gautami, speak out. Unmute yourself. What happened? If we have added activity, Vishwateja. No, don't answer, Satya. Let's talk. Let's people talk. Little face with the microphone. Very good. Fine. How about you, Vishwa?
No, Srijay, just I think let's wind up because
Okay.
people will be waiting there.
Okay. Vishwateja also facing issue. No problem. Let's answer the Vishwateja's question. If we added activity while creating the object and later on, after some time we have removed it, details on the activity will be still saved. You are removing the object itself, right? The child objects, you are disconnecting it. So object is removed from your child entity. Obviously, the data completely will be wiped out. So remove the object completely. So it will be deleted. No,
No,
if you
data
just remove activity from the layout, it's fine. It will be stored in the database. But if you don't display on the UI, good. Guys, if you are facing any issue, it's not a big problem, but I recommend come up with microphone, ensure that you have a good environment and a good place to learn. Okay. And see, these are more of you need to commit yourself on the work. Okay. If you are finding difficulty of talking in English, no worries. We are all aware. You're all, start of your career. మీరు తెలుగులో సో స్పష్టంగా మాట్లాడచ్చు, మేము కూడా మాట్లాడతాము. ఓకే, అలా అనేసి is that recording.